Good evening, Ken at Tortoise Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast for November 14th, 2024. I want to just show you some interesting stuff here. We're working on, in one of the coaching cohorts, on a simplified form of just visual box trading, 1 minute on DIA. And we're just going to use the PSAR flip. Here's yesterday's close. Here's your OR3. There's the short position. There's the risk box. So off we go. See what happens. You get short. There's your cover. You stop and reverse as an SSC. You scratch, although you could have made some gains, but you stop and reverse, cover and reverse, stop and reverse, cover and reverse, stop and reverse, and cover. So let's see what that gets. 1 minute charts on DIA. Simple rules. There's 1 unit of risk. So that's +1. This one's a scratch. This one is +1. That one's about 1.5. That one's about 0.5. That one's 0.5. And that one is 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 winning trades. Total of, let's see, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 6 are. Simple rules, 1 minute chart, PSAR flip on the Dow 30 industrials. Ridiculous. All right, here's Tesla on a 10-minute chart. Here's yesterday's close. Here's the OR10. Here's where it breaks to the downside. So we're going to be short. Standard risk. 1, 2, 3 exit as it crosses the dragon for a quarter. Kata 2 re-entry short. Half an hour. So about 1 hour total in Tesla. Just following the rules. Here is CLF, a frog champion, one of my favorites. There's your OR10. Sorry, OR10. Short, standard risk. Exit for a fraction. Re-entry short on the collapsing dragon. 1.5 hour. Here's come on, Ken. This is Jonathan working the 1 minute chart on DIA. He takes just the first couple trades of the day. Gets the OR3, crossing the VWAP short, crosses the dragon, covers, stops and reverses, wins 0.4, Kata 2 short, covers, re-enters short, quick scratch, net 1.6 for the day. Right by the numbers. Join the coaching program if you want to learn how to do that. The 150-day look back, starting to roll over. Here's the one that's concerning. The R10 has rolled over. So technically, you could exit right here as it hit the skin of the dragon after this nice run up. So we've been looking for that for a couple days. Tomorrow will be a tactical Friday. We'll get to see how it closes tomorrow. A little easier to see that in the zoom in on the last 30 days. You can see how that rolls over. The VWAPs are rolling over. It's approaching the 10-day and the 30-day VWAPs, but it came through the skin of the dragon. There's your exit at 595. That preserves that move. Bullish normal showing some 2-day weakness. The VWAP is favorable. It has pulled back to the dragon. Buy on dip opportunities in emerging markets, the usual suspects. Weakness in Boeing and DuPont. Chevron and Disney smashed it in a big way. Look for Disney to keep following through. Broad weakness in the ETFs. Only agriculture was better, but starting to see some weakness creeping in across the board in the ETFs. Plenty of auto framers that test out very well because of the narrowness of the range and the pullback away from the 10-day high. 4 good symbols for squeezes: 3M, Caterpillar, American Express, and Verizon. There's the standard frame for the TC2000 auto framers for things better than 2 to 1 or north of that red line. Mostly summer and spring, although we're beginning to see a few cracks there with the winter coming along. Most of the moves today were into the red. A few things like Apple, Chevron, Devon Energy were in the green, but otherwise, especially in the ETFs, weakness creeping in across the board as it's back to business as normal. The usual suspects in the intraday trading value list. Look at marijuana. Average range stat percentage here, 12%. Whew, the thing is moving. And on the regression line Z-scores, you can see that they have stalled like we've been looking for the last couple days. Today's weakness was not unexpected as it rolled over at Z+3, like we told you yesterday. And the 90 is stalling and the 30 is stalling. So that portends some short-term weakness. Would not be unusual. Be ready to exploit that. All right, that's everything for today. We'll get this published and posted. I put a link onto Patreon for those of you interested in the passive coaching program at a deeply discounted ability to access all of our coaching material for the past year. It's a couple hundred hours of detailed personalized coaching. You get 500 days access to that in the passive coaching program, experimental program at the current price point until the end of the year. The price goes up next year, and it'll never be this cheap again. All right, take good care, and we will see you in the chat room ready to trade.